So once we get out there, what in fact will Webb do? So we know already that it will be looking for these first galaxies. And here you see an enormous simulation of the universe with dark matter in the purple, where visible matter is accreting at the dark matter centers and galaxies are beginning to form. This is the reason we built Webb. We know this is the science it's going to be able to return for us. So that's certainly exciting. The other thing that has become, I think, maybe even more exciting for a lot of people is this notion of exoplanets. As I mentioned, when we first conceived Webb, we didn't think we were going to be doing exoplanets because we only knew of 2. Well, now we know of thousands. And the way Webb will really contribute is in the cases where you have a transiting exoplanet, an exoplanet that goes between us and the star, and we will look to see if that planet has an atmosphere that subtracts certain elements of starlight from it. So we are really going to be looking for habitable atmospheres with Webb. It's got the mirror size needed to do this. It will still be challenging for Webb, but it will be the first telescope that you'll really be able to go after this in a very big way. And so this is something that we already know is going to be a big focus for Webb, even though when we built it, it wasn't conceived that we would be doing that. The infrared capabilities of Webb will allow us to peer inside the birthplaces of stars and planets within our own galaxy. And we already have seen there are programs, I'll talk a bit about more of those in a second, where people are going to be doing just this. So another way to watch star birth in our own galaxy. Even though it's a big telescope designed to look at the distant universe, it will be able to do amazing things within our own solar system. Now, because of the configuration, we can't look at the inner solar system. So we can't look at Venus, we can't look at Mercury, can't look at the Earth. We can look at Mars. You can do weather, global weather on Mars by looking at it with Webb. I really think most of the time will be spent on looking at the large moons in the outer solar system and the trans-Neptunian or Kuiper belt objects. Again, with the infrared capabilities, it's a great thing to study those. A lot of words up here. The main thing is the link at the bottom. We already know some of the first things Webb is going to look at, and these are the so-called early release science programs. These were competitively selected, and they range from distant universe observations to looking at bodies within our own solar system here. So already the community knows what they want to do for the first things that Webb is going to look at. And if you want to follow along, like every person and or spacecraft these days, it has a Facebook page and a Twitter account. And
is it going to talk in the first person like, oh, I stretched my wings
today? Actually, a bunch of us don't want it to do that.
I know, exactly. I was like, oh, please.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It sure is cold out here.
Yeah. I can already see the bad jokes. They won't be from me, I'll tell you that. The top link there is the main one, and NASA has a lot of you can get to a lot of hardware images and movies and whatnot. And the one below it, the webtelescope.org, is the one that the Space Telescope Science Institute runs, and that's going to be focused more on the science that comes out. So that's a little bit, it doesn't have as much on it right now because we haven't done any observations yet. But I'm looking forward to the launch in March of 2021. 6 months after that, the amazing science will start coming out. And so, keep on the lookout for those, and I would be happy to take any questions you have about Webb now.